Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about different types of transformations and the effect they have on figures in the coordinate plane. If you can see here, we have rectangle MPAT with these vertices. It says rectangle MPAT was translated 1 unit right and 2 units up to produce M prime, P prime, A prime, T prime. Alright, so basically you have to understand that moving 1 unit to the right adds 1 to the x coordinate. Alright, so M prime would have an x coordinate of 2 instead of 1 because we're adding 1 to the x coordinate. Same thing with P prime. It would have an x coordinate of 2. A prime would have an x coordinate of 3. And T prime would have an x coordinate of, A prime would have an x coordinate of 4 because we had 3 plus 1 to get 4, and T prime also 4. Then notice we say 2 units up. That means we're going to add 2 units to every y coordinate. Alright, so M prime would have a y coordinate of 4, P prime would have a y coordinate of 5, so would A prime, and then T prime would have a y coordinate of 4. So notice all of these, all the x coordinates of the original MPAT, we added 1 to the x coordinates, and the y coordinates we added 2. That's moving right 1 and up 2. Let's look at this one where they give us the coordinates that have already been translated. So if you look here, B, C, D, E, the new coordinates B prime, C prime, D prime, E prime. Now the same translation happens to both, so let's just focus on the B's. Alright, look at the B x coordinates. I went from 4 to 2. Well, what happened there? That means we added 2, and that was the x coordinate. So what happens is we moved right 2 spaces. And if we look at the y coordinates, notice we go from a 4 to a 6. 4 to a 6 on the y coordinates, plus 2, we moved up 2. So this time they give us the coordinates and we describe the transformation that happened. Alright, let's look at this next one where it's a reflection across the x-axis. Find the coordinates of A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime. Alright, well if I'm going across the x-axis, here's the reflection right there. If A's here, A prime would be down here. Notice those coordinates are 2, negative 3. Here's B. B prime would be lined up with it, just on the opposite side. Here's B prime. Those coordinates are 5, negative 5. C, here's C. C prime is on the other side, right here. Those coordinates are 7, negative 3. And finally, D prime is right here. The coordinates are 5, negative 2. Those are the coordinates after reflection. We draw the straight lines so you can see this polygon, this quadrilateral, and how it is reflected across the x-axis. Next we have another reflection, and it says ABC is the reflected to form A prime, B prime, C prime. So this is the reflected figure. Here's the coordinates of the original. A is negative 4, negative 3 right here. So there's A. B is negative 7, positive 1. And C is negative 1, negative 1 right here. And let's see what this looks like here. If we connect the lines, connect the dots with a straight line. We go. It seems like we are reflecting over the x-axis. This is the mirror image right here. The reflection is over the x-axis. Alright, and then finally we have a rotation to talk about. This triangle ABC is rotated to form A prime, B prime, C prime. That's what we have here, the A prime, B prime, C prime. The original A, though, was 1, 1. There's A. B was 3, 1. And C was 1, 4. We connect these with a straight line. And they say this was a counterclockwise rotation. Alright, so meaning it rotated in this manner. And to go from where it is to where it ends up here, that was 90 degrees. Alright, thank you for watching. Hopefully this makes more sense about how transformations happen on the coordinate plane.